Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
The clip on or the fucking you heard me.
Mhm.
We're gonna like play with different fastening
Mhm.
kind of like techniques, but maybe a magnet we can stick on to stuff, fucking
Crazy.
clip or some sort of. What's up, guys?
What's up, Finn? Dude, this slide is outrageous. You seen all this? Come get in the ball pit
Get in the
and
ball pit.
get the vibes going.
That's Lucas, that intern I was telling you.
Hey, Lucas.
Insane.
How are you? That's good. You can also come get in the ball pit if you want, Lucas.
Colors.
Mhm.
Just crazy. And then I guess we can get into materials later, but if you like the form, you like the direction, but fabrics or mesh or just like different type of speaker, acoustic materials we could put on it.
Yeah, we'll really show up with sort of like all that thought through. We just want to get through form, shape, design first, and then like how that finishes, what material that is, how it ends up is like coming soon, you know. So
Yeah,
Shit.
exactly. And then just how we show up like in home, like towers, different sizes. Like, bro, this shit is insane to me. It's like,
Oh, I love
it's an
that.
art piece, like stacking them, different colors. The record part, I think we might swap out for like something else. I don't know how you feel about like the record player thing, but maybe like there's like a planter that goes there, or like an ashtray, or like we can make it a kind of a modular thing where you can swap out different joint
Accessories.
Yeah,
Yeah, just
exactly.
offer different accessories for the joint.
That could go right there, yeah.
Yeah, like a pull-out situation.
Exactly. But just different forms, sizes.
So who's mocking these up?
We have this girl Jessie who also has helped us with the Tokyo pop-up with you know a lot of
aesthetically these things are just
insane.
so cool.
Yeah, she's great. We've been really like in a good rhythm with her, and
That's cool.
yeah, like her a lot.
She seems to understand like
Yes,
the
yeah,
shapes
she really
and
gets
stuff really well.
absolutely.
exactly. She knows how to expand on like kind of what the ideas that we have are, and which is really just amazing. She gets it for sure. This is just crazy. What like?
That's like a more like mid-size joint.
Yeah, like exactly. Mid-size that we could have in the crib or wherever.
That looks like a more smaller joint or something.
Yep.
Yeah, you should be able to like place these just directly on a table, put them on a stand, like it's, you know, carrying. We got to figure out exactly what that, you know, the ergonomics of it, but it's gonna start coming together.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
And then playing into the translucency language, obviously, that we've been talking about. But that shape, I think we really like the shape. Just wanted to see how you felt about it.
I like those a lot.
Yeah. And you can kind
I
of
like these so much better than the first iterations we were seeing.
Yeah.
I love these colors.
And she's showing how you can change out pieces of the puzzle, so it's customizable. So if you have
like the lenses.
exactly, yeah.
Or there's a silicone sleeve that you can buy that goes over
the translucent.
Exactly.
That's really cool.
Exactly.
Being able to modulate your headphones like that,
So fun.
customize them like that.
To your fits or to your mood or to whatever, you know. And then this would be more like the case for those, which would be like an organic shape that like a almost like a pebble or like, but it could have like a swivel top, magnetic swivel top, which would be really, really sick, I think.
Super cool.
different textures for the case. You could have the suede.
This starts being your language around charging and sort of like those other devices as well, right? So like,
Yeah.
why can you only get a black or white square at this point? I mean, I know there's other things in the market, but it's like traditionally it's one thing.
Mm-hmm.
So this kind of starts getting you out of that.
Mm-hmm.
Start.
I love how this is really earthy.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like a rock almost.
Yeah.
That's really cool to me.
Yeah. Play with different textures. Colors, obviously, is a big part, as you said. And then the wired. I know you were like vibing with the wired. I think a lot of people are also starting to like peep that and like gravitate back towards the wired. So I think having like a version, you know, just
A wide version would be cool.
wired's cool. Kind of see all the. Then the over the ear, which I think there's like a world where we have a more entry level price point for people that want to get into something for like $100 or less, and then there's like a Studio Pro kind of a version that's more speaking to like your point of view on audio, the quality, the way that it's, you know what I mean? Like obviously all of it, the quality will be of your standard, but like there's like a proper pro version, So this would be more of just like.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think something like this, where it's like, go more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like, I don't know, go back. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Those are really cool. I've never seen anything like those.
Yeah. But it plays into like, we've been so inspired by like all the fucking N64 controllers and PlayStation memory cards and shit and fucking all that stuff.
Yo, it's Goody.
What's up, baby? Good, bro.
We're just peeping these new concepts and these new designs for some new Skylark stuff. What is he?
But then just like kind of all of it in one place, like what the family could look like.
Mm-hmm. That's really sweet.
I think it's a pretty sick.
It's all so
world.
cohesive.
Yeah.
This is really inspiring.
Crazy.
So well done.
So I think if you were cool with it, I think we were thinking of like 3D printing the shapes, just so you can kind of see it proportionately, like on a table, and see like something physical.
was still busy.
Uh-huh.
Went late.
It's gonna be a movie tonight.
Yeah, it's gonna be a movie.
Movie.
Per use.
Per use.
It just took a while for me to like shut down that.
That makes sense.
Like catch up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I luckily got to bed pretty early, which I was happy about.
Fire's the best.
I got up pretty early though too, which felt kind of nice.
Yeah, the morning's like my favorite time of day if I'm rested enough.
Took an Epsom salt bath. Came here, did a little Bible study. That was nice.
Who came through?
Just gang here.
Oh, fire.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
House speaker, it's like the size of like a beach bill, or is it like a house speaker?
I think they can be different.
Yeah, like 3 sizes.
Different iterations.
Yeah, for different purposes. Yeah.
It looks like art, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that was the intention
That
for
would just
sure.
look good in like an apartment or a house, a condo.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Nice, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah. And then, yeah, bro. We're talking about ways to do the stream, like, different than how it's being done for the most part, right? Like, and, like, just finding a way to, like, really include the people at home and really promote generosity and find ways to really give back, and not in the traditional way, but, like, fun ways. Like, Anima had some good ideas. I mean, like, we don't have to get into it right now because, like, I kind of want it to happen naturally
Yeah.
and not feel forced. But, like,
Yeah.
I think we're really on to something, and we could really include some really cool partners that could come and, you know, help facilitate, like, give us some bread so that we can, you know, find ways to. He was saying, like, you know, if we play a game over there, play horse or something, like, include the chat, get people to vote on who they think is gonna win, and then whoever wins, like, we actually toss them some bread.
Yeah.
Or, like, and then encourage people to, like, Matt was talking about ways to, like, inspire people to, like, talk about ways that they were able to make a difference in someone's life. And, like, obviously, you know, we're gonna have to figure out how we move through people who just lie about it, but, like,
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a way to kind of
Sift through it.
sift through it.
Yeah.
And, like, I just don't want this to be another stream where it's like, you know, give us bread,
Yeah. Gimme type
gimme,
shit.
gimme. Like,
Yeah.
I want to change this stuff.
You've got to make it way to where the chat feels seen.
Uh-huh.
I know they be saying crazy stuff, but a lot of them do.
Well, the reason why I haven't sat in front of the chat and been like, all right, subs this and this, that, because I'm just like, I'm trying to, like, figure out a way to, like, put myself out there, involve them, but not be traditional in how it's been. And I think we're really onto something with being able to, like, find a partner who wants to be involved with what we're doing and be able to facilitate some let's just say money, because that's what it is, and be able to actually, like, give back and be generous and, like, you know what I mean?
Yep.
You could start it off like we're saying, like, doing a putting challenge and pick 10 people who vote for the right person and just, like, give them, I don't know what it's called, subs or whatever that is. Like,
Right.
I'm still getting down with the lingo and all that stuff, but, like, I really want to change this whole thing.
Yeah. It should feel like interactive, engaging, like almost like a game show where they're watching contestants and they're choosing who their favorites. We could pull out some random trivia, see who's interactive, see who gets stuff right.
I was talking about finding a way to, like, include, you know, ways to, like, find, like, a middle school or something who's, like, You could do like a middle school basketball team who's like comes here for a day and hangs with us, and like maybe Lethal Shooter comes through and we have like an interactive experience. Or we could do just like a big giveaway situation where like we incentivize a school to like raise money or whatever it is, and like whatever the most generous, school, or however we figure that out, however we bring them here for like a school field trip or something, and they get to interact. Maybe it's a music school and they come in and they're able to make a song with us,
Right.
or like make some music, or like
Right.
maybe it's like I don't know, someone on the golf team who comes here and they get to shoot around, and we bring someone like Bubba Watson or Ming Woo Lee or some shit, Ming Woo Lee, and we just facilitate experiences and like make it about connectivity and generosity and things that'll actually change the world.
Yeah.
Because that's the goal here, bro. Like, I don't have this space to just play all day. Like, playing is fun, and I love playing, and I think we should be having fun, but like, we have an opportunity here to really use this space to help people, and so like, let's do that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
This ball pit is to facilitate fun conversations that lead to like growth and how we can help humanity and stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
You said it best, Ron. Like, we're humanitarians, bro. Yeah. Like, we want to help humanity. We don't just want to leave scorched earth. For sure. You know?
Yeah.
And like, there's real horrible shit going on, like wars and sicknesses, and we have this awesome platform to really make a difference. Like, let's do that. We could sell shit, make cool speakers. It's fun to like create and like give people fun artistic iterations of, whatever we want to make, or like songs or whatever. But like, I see this being a way we can, change the way school curriculums are and stuff. I know, people have made attempts at this and things are evolving and whatnot, but like, maybe doing these, you talked about doing these pop-ups like this, but what if it was like for schools, that we went to a school and we built one of these out in the gym or something, brought them, paid for it, got them a ball pit so that they could do brainstorming sessions like this in a ball pit where you're having the sensory and
right.
and you have the the stimulation, and they're able to actually facilitate these cool ideas and really feed off of each other. You give them like a putting station to where they're able to work on their hand-eye coordination and just talk amongst each other. And
right.
I just think there's new ways. I remember like being in school, and it was a simple thing as like a teacher would give, maybe the person who answered the question right or something, or just pick a random person that they would get to, instead of a chair, they would just be given like a one of those like a bouncy balls, the big workout balls. Mm-hmm. And it'd be fun to just be working and bouncing on the ball a little bit and just having that stimulation, because it's like it can spark creativity. So like,
yeah,
I think we can really facilitate some really cool environments, especially if we partner with some people who really are aligned with what we want to do, and they have the money to do it,
Right. Yeah.
There's so many people who have a heart for generosity, who are humanitarians, that want to actually partner with us and see the vision, and are like, oh, they actually are about this. They actually want to change the world. Like, it takes seeing someone that you're inspired by being like, all right, I want to do this. I want to be like this. Like my heroes I've looked up to, and I've also looked up to people that I thought, man, they look like their shit's figured out. And then I get around them, I'm like, actually, no, I don't want to be anything like this person.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm just inspired today. Grateful you guys are here today. Let's keep brainstorming. Let's keep finding ways to include the chat. Like, tell us what you guys want to see us doing, and like how you feel we can be more generous, and like how we can include you guys in fun ways, and like just You know what I mean? Get involved. And we'll sift through it. We got people. I don't have the chat up because it gives me anxiety. But we're going to be finding ways to get in there, talk to you guys, and take this thing to the moon.
Mm-hmm.
Like, fashion, cool. Music, cool. God, he can do what is the impossible. And I think that he's, like, showing us what's really important, what really matters. Like, you could have all the money in the world. I've experienced that. You can have all the fame, all the things you could ever want, bro, and it doesn't fix anything. You still have to live with yourself. You still have to go home, look at yourself in the mirror, and, you know what I mean? What kind of person do you want to be? Do you want to be a generous person, or do you want to be a stingy person? I want to be a generous person. Find ways we can be more generous. So, however we can facilitate that, let's get on that. Let's keep talking. You know, Ron, I'm sure you got crazy ideas, bro. Like, you're one of the most creative people and generous people that I know, bro. Like,
thank you, bro.
Serious.
Yeah.
And the ideas are brewing them up, and we're just gonna be adjusting in real time, honestly.
Yeah.
What do you call it? Like building the plane as we fly it.
Yep.
Literally.
So that's what we're doing right now. We got all the tools. We got all the engineers. We got
Resources.
All the resources.
Like, come on.
We're just building it now. But yeah, everything you said was right, man. We just gotta start acting on some of the stuff. What are some of those things we can apply on today?
Exactly.
Like I'm pretty sure the next activity we do, we should just engage the chat. Like, yo, who you got as winner? We should try it right now.
We should.
Let's go play horse.
Literally.
Just engage and see it and see how how they react to it. You know.
That'd be awesome. Also, like,
Some charity events.
1,000%. But also, in real time, we need to figure out the resources to be able to give back.
Yep. We've been having conversations with a couple people that I feel like could be a good fit, and like they're gonna, they got to be aligned, with what we're trying to do, and I think it's gonna spark generosity, bro. When we do shit, it's contagious. Like helping people is gonna inspire other people to help more people push it forward. You know what I mean? Even outside of what we're doing here, which is like the most special part, I think. And then they get to find out who the real gamers are too.
Serious. Absolutely, bro.
You know what I mean?
And you're talking about me, right?
That's it. I mean, it depends on who you ask. But we're gonna find out.
But yeah, you're right. It is contagious. Kindness, contagious. Generosity is contagious. And sometimes it feels like we're fighting a battle that's never ending, you know what I mean? But it's a good fight, as hard as it is. I've been waking up feeling super overwhelmed. This is new territory, being live, being exposed like this. Your worst angles are on display. People are, you know what I mean? That's tough, but like, it's for a greater good, bro. We're putting ourselves out there. If it was easy, everyone would do it, you know what I mean? And for some reason, God has asked us to, be on the front line. So here we are, and here you guys are at home. Let's get involved. Let's have a great day. Let's interact with each other. If you're at home, you're bored, you want to engage, write us on the chat. Tell us what you want to see, whether it's you want to see us make a song, you want to see us, you want to see me kill off Nima and Horus. Like, what is it?
What do you want to see?
And
or even like the Skylark shit too. We can show them fucking.
Yeah, if there's some
bring them into the process.
Teasers you want to see of some of the visuals we're doing, like maybe we figure out a way to like incentivize some sort of, you know what I mean? I don't know what even that would look like. Is there like some sort of thing we can also have a charity button of like, if we get to X, you know what I'm saying, amount of dollars, we show a sneak peek of the
the next, iteration of footwear or
right, whatever it is,
whatever we're doing. Yeah, that's really fire.
Super sick.
There's also so many talented designers out there too that are like have such great ideas. Yeah, they want to tap in, and maybe there's a world where we like bring them into some part of the process. Whether it's like color with Katya, or maybe Finn's like cooking up on the 3D, and they can we can ask, hey, do you like this or this? I don't know. We can kind of include them maybe in some part of the process. Interactive, yeah.
We give them a chance to make a decision for something that matters, whether it's the name of a song, a color of a SKU,
name of a shoe or something.
Yeah, we give people the opportunity to, hey, we're looking for a name for this shoe.
Yeah.
Write in the chat what you think the good name is, and then we pick what our favorite thing is. And
any decision we gotta make where we want to leave it open for consideration, and we just use the chat for that.
Super cool, Ron.
Because you've been already, including them in a way, right? Like showing so much of the process.
Right.
You're posting that shit in real time, so it's like we're already kind of doing that part of it, but.
Someone wants to know how you came up with the whole design vision for Skylark, and like how it speaks to your vibe so much. Like, what was that process like?
That's a good question, Ron. I think that for me, like, innovation is like so like crucial to me, and like thinking outside the box and making things that I'm like, aesthetically, I've never seen this before. Yeah. Combining things that haven't been combined before, colors that haven't been seen on certain products, and like being able to mesh worlds together is really cool to me. So, innovation, I would say. Shout out to Haley. She just got an innovation award at some situation in New York.
She's a beast.
I should know what the awards were, but I don't, and that's bad husband.
Was it Wall Street Journal?
I think it was.
Wall Street Journal?
Yeah.
Which
is pretty fire.
I DM'd her. Her fit was crazy. She had the white shoe pop on there. I was just like, filthy. It was
she's
different.
She's super innovative. Yeah. And I learned so much from her.
I learned a lot. I learned a lot from her too.
And she has such conviction, which is one of her greatest superpowers is her conviction. She could convince me that the sky is red.
Yeah. That's it. It's a visionary.
But dude, we answered a couple questions from the chat, and in the engagement, just like everyone's like, oh, they think the questions can be answered.
Yeah.
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 We see you.
Wow. That's cool.
It's coming in so fast, like it's hard to land them all, but like.
Yeah, do you have another question that's on there? Like we can engage with them a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real-time insight on anything, let us know.
Yeah, are you mic'd up?
I'm not. I just realized I wasn't.
But they're probably they could hear you from our mics. And
yeah.
Can you guys hear me, chat? Can you guys hear me?
I'm sure they can, but you should also get mic'd up anyways. Johnny, is that you?
I got you.
Yes, sir, Ronsky.
What's up, Johnny?
My dog.
The top dog. What's up, Amujun?
What does that mean?
Justin.
Amu means like uncle.
Has being a dad changed you as a person?
Oh my God, what a question,
Lock
man.
in, Brendan. Come on, we got you, Brendan.
Yes, bro. Being a dad is like, it makes you really ask yourself like what's important. Your time becomes really a lot more valuable because you realize what you're doing with your time, because all you really want to do is get back to your kids. So you're like, man, like what I'm doing, if I'm away from him, has to be valuable. It has to be it has to be fulfilling me, or of, you know what I mean, some sort of substance, or else like I don't want to do it. Maybe I'd be more keen to like just bullshit more, and like there's a time to bullshit, but like maybe I'd be like maybe a little bit more frivolous with my time, or like just a little bit like less like, no, this is, every moment counts and time is of the essence, and we only have so much of it, and like where are we prioritizing our time, and like that's powerful to me.
Yeah. Well said.
You know?
That was a lot of insight right there.
Yeah, what about you? Like,
Love that boy.
Like, I have brothers and sisters, but, like, I grew up an only child. Like,
Yeah.
growing up with siblings, was that cool? Like,
Yeah, it was fire. My brother,
he's here.
yeah, he's here actually. He's in the Skylark pocket.
Twin for sure.
That's my twin ski.
I just knew that was your brother when I walked in.
Right?
Yeah.
I think Haley like mistook him for me one time.
Really?
Like it was funny, yeah. But it was fun, bro. We had such a good time because our gap's only 2 years. You know what I mean? But like when we were younger, I felt like the gap felt a lot bigger. You know. So I was just, I was into like wrestling and shit. I was just suplexing this cat.
No, literally.
Anything I saw, bro. This cat was like my test dummy. For
What's
like
your
whatever.
age difference with your brothers?
A year and a half.
And you only have one?
Yeah, I have one brother, 2 sisters.
And you're the older one, right?
I'm the older brother.
And were you doing wrestling moves on
Of course,
him
we
too?
were wrestling moving each other, bro.
Bro,
Just like
everything we
suplex?
saw.
My first suplexes, RKOs. I'm a big RKO guy.
I'm taking like 10 lids off like fucking like dessert platters and fucking hitting him in the head with like some
No,
tin
literally,
shit.
everything.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Because it's like some light don't really
Pranks and,
hurt.
like, yeah.
But that shit just like sounds crazy. Like dang.
Bro, my
Right.
first time getting socked in the jaw was from my brother, bro. Like,
Really?
That's when I learned that getting socked in the jaw is no joke. I felt it for like 3 weeks.
Crazy.
Yeah, bro. All those things. Like your first time that you're like like in a real confrontation type shit. where
Yeah,
It's like
where
it's
it's
kind
like
of with your
real
sibling.
smoke.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're learning a lot about how to manage those situations, how to obviously like share and include them in certain things. And, I think for me, I've opened up to you about this. Like, I wish I would have done a lot of things differently, like growing
Yeah.
up, especially like during like high school and shit, where like the gap gets a lot smaller and like you're kind of in the same circles and same environments. And like, I don't know, like when you're that age, you just think like, oh, my friends are all that matter. And like, it's just, you think you're so cool and shit. But I'm just looking back and I'm like, fuck, like I could have just
Spend more time.
spent more
or,
time. I
like-
could have uplifted him. I could have positioned him differently because, I was doing like, I was like playing sports and shit. And like, I don't know, we were like,
Could have brought him around.
could have brought him around in like some cool
Introduced
social
them to
circles and
people or
shit.
whatever.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel
Yeah,
like,
but you were on your own shit, and that's really normal, bro. To like,
yeah,
when you're young, to just be just like,
it's it, bro. You don't see all you see. It's it. It literally.
No, exactly, bro.
You have testosterone
Like,
kind of
it's
hitting
lit.
for the
it's
first
tight.
time. You're just like growing, right?
But like,
Yeah.
you want to bring everybody along too.
But you reflect on that shit later,
Yeah.
And then so I think like,
I was in an after-school program when I was younger. This is crazy, but like, it was only for like 3rd graders and up, which was wild.
Yeah.
So like, they used to give us all the snacks that weren't out yet and shit. And then my brother would be upstairs, like, because he wasn't in 3rd grade, and we're getting all these snacks. And I used to be like, I'm like, yo, I gotta go to the restroom. I'm grabbing all the snacks. I'm finding them upstairs. Like, yo, bro, we got these downstairs. It's lit, but I got you.
that's hilarious. I thought you were gonna say like, I was like, fuck my brother. Like,
Oh, yeah,
I'm eating all these snacks by myself.
Nah, bro.
That's generous, bro.
Hey, Justin, look, you're gonna fuck with this one right here, especially because she doesn't think we're gonna see this. She was like, I don't know if you guys are going to see this, but I was watching the stream right now, and I'm an elementary school teacher who recently had to quit due to medical reasons. So hearing JB and you guys talk about wanting to connect with schools is so exciting. Please share any ideas you have with like schools and elementary schools. Because that's really, that hit.
yeah,
That hit hard.
Yeah.
Well, like going back to either going to the school,
Right.
and talking about like the different ways that we want to approach creativity and unity and things like this. Like, I know we have like really cool ideas, but just as far as like flow state, I think flow state is like such a powerful state to be in, a state where nothing's being forced. Like, it's very fluid and calm and connected, and like, so, facilitating, resources and helping create a space like similar. It could be their own version of something like this that we help facilitate, that we get the resources for, and we're able to like set up their own flow state where it's community based and relational based, and it's not objective based of like a means to an end. It's like, hey, we're cultivating something together, which is really important to me, because that's the point here. It's like, how do we unify with one another? It's not like, again, it's not a means to an end. There's no end goal. You know, it's the moment. And right now is all we have. So, like, being in this ball pit together, talking about whatever it is we want to talk about, and, like, being in it together is, like, you know, you can have objectives and stuff. There's nothing wrong with, like, okay, we're going to have a conversation right now like we're doing about schools, and now that is the point of the conversation. Right. But the point is still being together. You know what I mean? So, like, being in this space, cultivating community, connecting first, and then all of a sudden these conversations start happening. More depth, because you feel trust with one another. You know, the trust has to be built. It doesn't happen, you know, by just, you know, out of nowhere. So, like,
I think one of the most, like, vulnerable, like, or couple, or sorry, no.
You out of here?
I gotta do soundtrack, yeah.
Okay, bet. Love you.
Bro, love
I'll
you,
see you
bro.
later.
See you guys later. Yeah,
Okay.
good luck tonight too, guys.
Okay, bet.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. See you later.
Um,
Where at? Okay.
so
I was gonna say one of the most, like, anxious periods of time for me in my life was, like, a couple times, like, high school, trying to figure out what I'm gonna do for college, and then when I was in college, like, what the fuck am I gonna do in my life, like, for my career, right? And I remember just feeling like, you know, that I had to, like, follow a very rigid path in both scenarios. You know what I mean? And I think one thing that inspires me about, especially the way that you've cultivated and we've cultivated this community, is, like, it doesn't have to look like what these experts say it has to look like. It doesn't have to be this rigid path or whatever, right? It's like there's so many different ways that you can approach what your passion is and what you want to do or whatever, and, like, you don't necessarily have to go down that road, you know? And I think that by us tying it back to, like, talking to schools, like going to high schools or going to universities or whatever, and being, like, talking to kids that are, like, thinking about that shit right now, that are carrying that weight right now on them, where it's like, where am I gonna go to school? Oh, I'm not getting into this university. Well, I'm a failure. Or I'm not getting a job. I don't know what I want to do right out of college. Well, I'm a failure, right? And like facing all those pressures. And I think hearing us talk about, like, because we all had such different paths to even getting into this ball pit together, right?
Literally.
Like, God has, like, interwoven our journeys is crazy, but, like, I just think that would have helped me a lot if I would have looked at someone that I admire or that I respect, and they were like, you know what, don't trip, like, it's all good. There's so many different ways you can get to where you want to go. I think just hearing that could alleviate so much stress. And
100%.
You know what I mean?
That's a movement.
Yeah.
Everything you just said is a movement, and it's a campaign. And it needs to be heard, it needs to be pushed, because, like you said, like, that kid who thinks he's going crazy because he doesn't know what he wants to do next year, once he hears this from different walks of life at these higher levels, he's going to feel okay. He's going to feel motivated. He's going to feel rewarded that him not knowing what.
Also knowing, like, what the objective is and what the destination is, right? Because if, like, your goal is to get there, whatever there is, what is that to you, right? Because, like, I'm someone who's experienced wanting to get there, but then I got there and there was nothing there. So, like, that's, I think, what God's, I mean, like, not to get too spiritual, but, like, man, I've had to go through a lot of hardships thinking that there was an end, there was an arrival. Once I get there, once I become educated enough, once I get this X amount of dollars, once I have financial security, once I have a wife, once I have a baby, all these checks that you check these boxes, and there's still a sense of what else is there.
Right.
And that's, I think, you know, the beauty of going through hardships is you're able to share that with others and say, hey, I've been there and I've been in your seat and I've wanted the whatever it was that I thought would get me to ascend into an arrival of sorts, but you only get, like, again, going back to, like, all we have is right now. You can have a goal and a dream, but just knowing that that's actually not the thing that will fix whatever, like, all you have is your community. So cultivate that, enjoy that, and go to wherever you're going together. But, like, for me, like, knowing that my destination, like, God is my destination.
Amen.
And he's with me right now.
Amen.
You know, so I don't have to I'm not going to a destination, I'm going with the destination. And so we're just going wherever the wind blows us today together with whoever we choose to be around. We get to choose who we get to be around. You know what I mean? We get to be like, and obviously sometimes you're in an environment where you're in a workspace with someone maybe you don't want to be around, and that's fair. I mean, like, but you know, when it comes down to cultivating like your inner circle, as far as like friends and who you want to dream with, about like how you want to see the world and where you want to, how you want to see it change. Like, we all have those dreams. Like, man, it's painful out here, like.
Yeah,
bro,
for sure. And this conversation is helping people too, because a lot of people are going through these same things, and hearing it from you and hearing it from us, like, it gives them perspective that these things are,
Are there any other questions?
Oh yeah,
Bring them up.
They're coming through. They're coming through. This chat is just going so crazy.
I love that. Pick the best.
Everyone's saying preach, bro, keep preaching. And you said something about like not trying to be too spiritual. They said, nah, be spiritual.
Man, that means a lot to me.
Yeah, they said, nah, get spiritual.
I think I get like insecure about like being too spiritual because things have felt like they've, to me in my personal life, have felt very preachy and very much like not palatable or digestible. Of like, it's easy for you to say, Justin, you have everything you want.
Yeah.
So you're telling us don't go after the money and the cars and the things, but you have all those things. So let me go out and want those things too. And I think there's nothing inherently wrong with wanting nice things, desiring a big house and wanting a nice car. Just know that it might not fix some of those pains that you feel late at night. It might be nice. You get to feel like like, man, this is fire, and you're appreciative of it, and you could be grateful for it. But like, again, you still have to live with yourself.
Yeah.
You still have to sleep in the bed next to whoever you're sleeping in bed that night. They're going to either respect you or not respect you, not based upon how many cars you have.
Yep.
They're going to be respecting you based upon the person that you are, how you treat them, how they see you. You know what I mean? Like, that to me is real value.
Yep.
And it's taken me having to go down the roads of maybe people will respect me once I achieve this. And it's like, nope, they still don't. They still treat you like dog shit.
Right.
So,
yeah.
I mean, like, I still want nice things. I still have dreams. I still have places I want to go. I still have things I want to buy. But I just feel like they're in their proper place, and they're not above, like, having spiritual peace.
Exactly.
Like, being able to live with myself, being okay to cry, not moving too fast, getting rest. These things are important to me because it's like why we exist.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So.
Well said.
Amen.
It's
to
great
that, bro.
perspective, bro.
Thanks for saying that.
Yeah.
Amen to that. No, you're going crazy right now. This is great, bro. This is exactly. I think this is a gift. This is a treat for people right
Thanks
here.
for saying that.
These conversations right here. This is exactly,
Thanks
how
for saying
I
that.
think the first step of engaging with the chat.
What else? What other questions? What other things are there on there that they want to know? Like, or what do they want?
Yeah. What's the most valuable song that you've written that means the most to you? Maybe as of late, or is that too broad and wide?
Well, no. I mean, like, it's a question that I've gotten a lot, and it's like, as an artist, it's really hard. It's almost like picking a favorite kid, because they're so unique and they're all meaningful. And so, like, to try to pick a favorite child is like, you have different love for each child that you have. I only have one, so I can only speak to the love I have. But, like, I can't choose whether I love Haley more or whether I love Jack more. Like, they both are so different, but so special. So, like, I love that I'm able to make music that is for all different kinds of things, whether it's like, I've written songs for Jack, I've written songs for my wife, I've written songs about heartbreak, I've written songs, just being able to, like, be able to have that creativity is such a blessing. And yeah, I would just go ahead.
Someone asked, what's the most challenging part about making music to you?
The most challenging thing at this point is like not letting my ego drive the ship, you know, because like I've gotten really good at making music, like, and that's not like me wanting to like praise myself. That's just like I've been doing it for so long, and like
Right.
I've just found it to be something that comes pretty natural to me. And like obviously there's times we get in like these creative slumps or we feel uninspired or whatnot, but like doing it for the right reasons is really like because I want to like, you know, once money's introduced and once like attention is introduced, you can start to just be like,
Yeah. No, for sure.
It's crazy.
you know?
Yeah.
And like I want to always get back to like, okay, why did you start doing this? It was like, oh man, you get to see people, tears in their eyes, looking at you, thanking you. Like, thank you, you changed my life. I was going to commit suicide, and this song saved my life. Like, whoa.
Right. Wow, bro.
Because, like, I was talking this morning about just, like, I always thought doctors had a bigger calling in their life than my calling, and I would almost think that I'm less than, like, than a doctor.
Yeah.
Right? But then, like, someone put it into perspective, like, when doctors need to be inspired, they're listening to music.
Right.
Like, and you know what music does for the soul, it heals the soul. And like obviously doctors can heal the body, and that's a beautiful thing, but they're both so important. And like I think whatever gift we have, sometimes I think we can dumb it down because someone's made us feel like whatever our job is maybe less valuable than someone else's. And that's something I can say to Chad is like, whatever you are gifted with is your, like, I think is your purpose. And like
Amen.
that's
it.
attached to your fulfillment, and that doesn't make you any less than someone else that might have a different gift that maybe they have a little bit more attention for their gift, but it doesn't make their gift more valuable. Like, we're all on equal playing ground, and like everyone's gifts are to make up and to complement each other because we all need each other.
Yeah.
Someone wants to know this, and this was actually going to be my next pivot question to about the gift. How do you even know what your gift is? Some people, you know, woke up being able to hit every single note.
Right.
You kind of learn that and you channel that. But
Usually listening to people, like,
it's a journey.
yeah, but like you will have it's not hard to figure out your gifts because people will reveal those things to you.
Something you kind of like a compliment you get a lot.
Yeah, like, man, wow, like
reveals itself.
it
It
really
reveals
will,
itself.
pretty naturally.
But if you don't have that spiritual eye, or
You don't
that
have to pry for it.
You don't. Like, you'll be,
Yeah.
people will just call that shit out.
Yeah.
there's a couple things that I
You
think
just have to
someone
pay
needs to
attention.
have though.
Yeah.
That's it, really. Like, just pay attention.
And then you just lean into that thing.
Lean into it, but like if you don't have that spiritual ear and eye though, you're not even gonna. It's like you won't even accept these things that people are saying about you. You're gonna like be stuck with imposter syndrome
Right.
sometimes. So it's like you kind of have to be sound with your spirit to be able to accept what people are
What does
telling
that
you.
mean to you? Like, how does that look like to you?
Well, like being sound with like your
Yeah.
spirit to accept something that you're
yeah,
trying to
'cause,
figure
like,
out.
I'm curious as to like your journey of how that like.
Yeah, like being able to connect and talk with people and just be generous and open-hearted the way I kind of naturally have been like my whole life, just due to like what my parents tell me. That translated in real time when a business partner of mine years ago just said, Ron, you got a gift of gab. And I think that's scripture as well. You know what I mean? And then it started making sense. Everything I ever did had to do with like how I introduced myself or how I gave a perspective on something. And that was just one of them. But I had to just like be accepting of it to believe
Did you
it.
feel like there was times where you like? Because for me, it was usually at the lowest of times for me that revealed what I really, really wanted. Because I think sometimes we think we want something that we don't really want.
Yep.
And then we get embarrassed with ourselves. Me, that's just my personal journey.
The embarrassing part. What's
Yeah,
the
because
embarrassing
the embarrassing
part?
part is like, oh man, I really thought that this was gonna fix something, whether it was like, you know, taking the money or like doing something that I thought was gonna be like help me to transcend and be able to avoid these human things that we all have to go through, which is grief, heartache, loss, regret, bitterness, resentment, frustration, being belittled, being taken advantage of, being none of these things. Unfortunately, none of us are exempt from these things.
Yeah.
We're all going to have to go down that journey of experiencing those feelings, because if you want to love and be loved, you got to put yourself out there. It's really not rocket science. So like, in order, when you do that, you're going to be hurt. So I think we think there are these little secrets that can help us avoid some of those things. And unfortunately, there's not.
Yeah.
Like, that's just my personal experience. And I think that, like, I had to hit the lowest rock bottom to realize, well, actually, I do want to just use my platform to make a difference. But I wasn't always like that. Like, I had to go through, like, choosing, like, thinking that I could get around heartbreak and thinking that I could get around these things. I always thought, like, God was important, but, like, I don't need him right now because I'm successful. Right. And, like, people love me. So, like, what do I need God for right now? Mm-hmm. I'm lit, bro.
Yeah.
You need God when you're in the you're in the desert and it's dry and you're begging for water. Like, right. I'm like, yo, it's raining dancing on me right now.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
it's going crazy. Like, what do I need God for? And then it's like, yo, you hit this point where you're like, damn, like, nah.
Yeah, bro, you're
Either this is all for something greater good, like we've been given these lives and they mean something, they gotta mean something.
Somebody was like, you know, they're going through, you know, a hard time right now. They just lost their job, and he said he's feeling really hopeless because he's lost his job. And like, you know, I think sometimes, and I've felt this, where like you feel like your identity is almost tied to your career. You know what I mean? And like you feel like your worth is tied to what you do. You know, and I know I hear you talk a lot about it's not about doing, it's just about being. You know, and maybe you can.
Well, I mean, I empathize with that, because sometimes at your job you could have had a cool community that you had like spent all your time cultivating with those people, growing with those people, and then now you feel like, was that all that time wasted? Like, and like I heard someone say recently, like, you can either be in a state of regret or a state of like a want, like if I just had this, then I'd be happy, or if I just would have done this, then I'd be happy. And it's like, I think everything happens for a reason. As like vague of a quote of that is, like usually the most like simple quotes are usually the truest, like most applicable. And I do believe that like we are where we are in humanity for the first time. None of us have ever been here before. Yeah. And, you know, all the things that have happened for a reason. I just gotta believe that, because like,
and then to pivot on that, not pivot on that, but to add to that, somebody might have just logged in right when you were giving your example. We do need God in our lives, right?
I would like to think so, you know, like, obviously everyone's on their individual journey, but like, you know, like, I can't do this life without God. Like,
amen.
Man, like, and the only reason I say that is because, like, I've tried to do things on my own, to, like, write my own narrative and, like, change the course of my own life, or, like, do things my own way when I know because, I mean, like, all of us hear from God in our own way. Like, whether you're watching on the chat or not, like, you're hearing from God, like, right now. Like, you just literally can just tune into that. Like, sit in your body. Let yourself resonate with that, because, like, all of us have equal access to the divine. It's not about, like, all right, I gotta read my Bible for 90 days, and then all of a sudden, the Spirit of God will come upon me, and I will
be a righteous, holy servant of the Lord. Like,
Yeah.
I think that a lot of us grew up with this feeling lesser than because maybe our Aunt Barb read 17 pages a day, and you're like, man, I'm never going to be as spiritual as Aunt Barb. So I guess that I'm not even going to tune in because I'm not even there.
Because I hate reading.
Never going to be there.
It's like I hate reading. I have no
hate
chance.
reading.
Yeah.
But like maybe you relate to God in a different way. Maybe you see God in the birds. Maybe you go for a nature walk and God speaks to you. You know what I mean? Like we can't judge how someone is relating to God. Like that's their own journey, you know? So that hopefully that encourages anybody watching who feels like far from God and feels like, man, I don't relate to God. I don't go to church. Like, is God with me? Do I have, access to God? Have I done too many bad things that God shunned me away? I don't see it like that, and I can't get down with that.
Yep. Someone said nature. Someone said dead on. Nature's like the way they connect with God.
Right?
God's good. Yep.
I love that.
That's
a big thing for me. I don't read a lot of scriptures. Like I get sent them, and like I'll think on them here and there. But like I do really connect with like going for a walk and putting my feet in the grass, or going to the beach and looking at the ocean, and like, damn, it's big. Like. It's wide.
It puts in perspective. Vast.
Yeah,
That's my favorite word these days,
like
bro.
God is so
Vast, yeah.
vast, and I'm so small, and these mountains and these skies. Like, come on, bro.